Hi guys, Mrs. Snowden here, doing some notes for lesson 1 of trig. Alrighty, an angle is two rays that share an endpoint. A vertex is that common endpoint. A ray is one endpoint that goes an indefinite length, meaning it goes forever. Theta is a Greek symbol, and it's the variable that we use for angle when we're talking here in trig. Legs are the sides of an angle. All right, number 6 and number 7 here, they go with this picture. So when we're talking about an angle, again, this is theta, this is the variable for angle, so that's what I'm talking about. But number 6 says initial side. So initial side is this horizontal, and that's where my angle starts. And then I'm measuring up, so this side right here is my terminal side. If we start from this horizontal here and we measure up, and we're going in a counterclockwise rotation, we get positive degree measurements. If we start from this horizontal, our initial side, and we go clockwise and we go down, we get negative degrees. (10 through 13 here, these are the ones that we've done a lot before. So an acute angle, remember, is less than 90 degrees. A right angle is equal to 90 degrees. An obtuse angle, that one's greater than 90 degrees. And a straight angle is equal to 180 degrees. Some more vocab that we've been doing for a while. Complementary angles are two angles that add up to 90 degrees. And supplementary angles are two angles that add up to 180 degrees. Number 16, the Pythagorean Theorem. Remember, is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where a and b are the legs and c is the hypotenuse. So we have an example for that. The two legs are 4 and x, so 4 squared plus x squared equals 6 root 10 squared. Remember that when we square a radical, we have to square what's in front of the radical, and we square the radical. So 4 squared is 16, plus x squared is equal to 36 times 10. So 16 plus x squared is 360. Subtracting the 16x squared is equal to 344. And then if we take the square root, we're dealing with a triangle, and we've got a length of a measurement. So technically we get a plus or a minus when we take a square root, but when we actually have a picture, we can't have a negative side length in a triangle. So if we were to throw that guy in our calculator, we would get 18.55. And we just want the positive one because we have a picture and it doesn't make sense to get the negative. All right, number 17 talks about a 30, 60, 90 triangle. We talked about these in geometry last year, and you were told to memorize these last year, but we're going to do them again. We know the ratio of the sides of a 30, 60, 90 triangle. The short leg is always across from the 30, the long leg is across from the 60, and the hypotenuse is across the triangle from the right angle. The short leg we call t or x. Then we can multiply by root 3 to go to the long leg. We can multiply that short leg by 2 to get to the hypotenuse. All right, so let's try it here with this guy. My short leg is 10, so I'm going to multiply that by 2 to get my hypotenuse, which is 20. And then I go back to that 10, and going from the short leg to the long leg, I multiply by root 3. So this guy is 10 root 3. Now, sometimes they don't always give us the short leg. So look at this next example. I have a 4, and if you notice, this guy right here is a 90-degree angle. That means these two angles are 30 degrees right here. That means that my long leg is the x root 3 side. So in order to go from the long leg to the short leg, I'm going to divide by root 3. All right. So 4 divided by root 3. Remember, I can't leave a radical in my denominator, so I need to rationalize that guy. So I'm going to rationalize by root 3 over root 3. So the short leg becomes 4 root 3 over 3. And that's this side right here, okay? Which is also the same as that side right there. And now I'm going to take that 4 root 3 because I have my short leg, and I'm going to multiply it by 2 to get the hypotenuse. So 2 times 4 root 3 over 3 becomes 8 root 3 over 3. So the hypotenuse is 8 root 3 over 3. The short leg is 4 root 3 over 3. And the long leg, which they gave us, is 4. Number 18 is a 45, 45, 90 triangle. Remember, a 45, 45, 90 triangle is a special right isosceles triangle. So the two legs are the same. I'm calling those t right there. And then the hypotenuse is t root 2. Okay, so if we look at this example, this guy's a square right here. It told us it was a square, so all the legs are the same. All the sides are the same. So this guy right here is 10, and then that would make the hypotenuse 10 square root of 2. And there you go, the first section of trig.